Let's try to understand how to evaluate using exponent laws. Now here are a couple of examples. First one, 2 to the power of minus 2 plus 3 to the power of minus 2 and everything to the power of 0. I have seen students doing this inside the bracket first, which is definitely a rule, and then later on finding that there is something to the power of 0. I hope you remember that anything to the power of 0 is always 1. Therefore, we could straight away write this as equal to 1, right? There's no need to simplify. Look for this 0 first. So you save time and get correct answer. Now next one. Minus 3 over 5 to the power of minus 3. Now, when there is a negative exponent, then that really means that you are doing reciprocal of inside terms. So we can write this as minus of 5 over 3 to the power of 3. Correct? So let's do it in steps, okay? I didn't want to take this minus with this first, right? Now it is better. So this minus exponent we utilized to make reciprocal of inside terms, and we got 5 over 3. Now we can do cube of this. So cube of negative 1 is negative, so we get minus here, and then we get 5 cube. 5 cube is 5 times 5, 25, and 25 times 5, 125. And 3 cube, 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. So that's our answer. Next one. Here is better to simplify each. So here we get 3 to the power of minus 3 times minus 5. Minus minus becomes plus, and 5 times 3 is 15. So we got 3 to the power of 15 divided by 3 to the power of, this is minus, so we get minus here, and 3 times 4 is 12. Now, using laws of exponents, if it is divide with the same base, then we have to subtract the exponents, right? So we do 3 to the power of 15 minus minus 12. So when you do 15 minus minus 12, it becomes 15 plus 12, correct? Let me write 15 minus minus 12, correct? So that will give you 3 to the power of 15 plus 12. Do you see that? So it becomes 27, okay, for this particular case. Okay, here, minus, right? This is very similar to the previous one. So what we will do here is, minus means reciprocal, right? So we'll do first within brackets minus 1 over 64 to the power of 1 over 3, correct? So 1 over 3 means third root, okay? It's not to the power, third root, correct? Now third root of 64 is 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. So like, you know, if it was 16 and if I say square root of 16, you know it is 4, right? Because 4 times 4 is 16 and square root is 4. Here third root. So third root is kind of similar thing. Another thing important here is minus 1. The cube root or third root of minus 1 is also minus 1, right? So we can write this as, let me first write this as minus here, and 64 I will write as 4 times 4 times 4, okay, to the power of 1 over 3, and then I will write this as minus 1 over 4. I hope that makes it more clear, right? Now, next one. This is also third root, so similar concept, right? For grade 11 students, it's a new concept. But we are using, you know, second root, which is the square root, we say, and the third root in most of the cases. So for negative, now you know, Third root of negative is negative, so I take negative outside. Then I could write this also as 27, third root, right, divided by cube root of 64, not cube, okay? That's the third root. Now this is equal to, you know what is 27? 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, right? So one of the 3's come out and we are left with 3 here, and 64 is 4 times 4 times 4, and we get this. So the solution for this is minus 3 over 4. Let's do this one. Here we'll take care of this negative first. That means we are going to flip this and write its reciprocal. Reciprocal is 25 divided by 36, right? So the reciprocal of 36 over 25 is 25 divided by 36. And then we can do actually cube and then square root, or we can do square root and then cube. That's your choice. My preference is to do square root first and then cube, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is that I want to write this as, first I'll do 1 over 2, right? Let me write this again. I can write this as 25 over 36, and I will do first square root, right? That means square root of 25 is 5, square root of 36 is 6, and then I will do cube of that. Do you understand? So I can write this as 5 over 6 and then cube. Do you understand what I did? I did first square root of this so that we get smaller terms, right? And then I will do the cube of this, cube. So that means 5 times 5 times 5 divided by 6 times 6 times 6, correct? So 5 times 5, 25, and 25 times 5 is 125. Now here 6 times 6 is 36, and 36 times 6 is 6 is 36, 6 3, 6 times 3 is 18, and 3 21. 216. So that is our answer. I hope you understand now how to evaluate expressions using exponent laws. Review this, okay? And then if you have any difficulties, write on your comments, then I'll help you, give you more examples, okay? Thank you.